Hey guys, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt. Today we're doing a much more chill opening apparently. So, last time we made purple science and that was great and there was much rejoicing. But now to make yellow science we're going to need a whole lot more silicon. So we're going to get that sorted. Also, when I was just doing my usual scouting around the base, turns out we're not even making the most uranium we can. That's not okay. But now it is. Turns out we just weren't quite using all my leaching plants. But now we are. So it's... Oh, thank you very much, Kiwi Hawk. Much appreciated. How are you doing this afternoon? Alright, so we're going to get silicon up here. Oh, actually one thing we do also need to do is improve my algae, because our algae is terrible right now. I just want to get like a nice little split. I don't know why I'm doing a split, because it doesn't really matter. But it's always nice to have a split. Okay, so we need to improve my algae, because that's stopping all my tin from being made. Because you'll note, my charcoal just stops. Because it's all being eaten up by my plastic. Because all my algae farms are terrible. Now, of course, I could split it so that way it works a bit better, but a better idea is just to build more algae. So this is probably going to go terribly because they're all going to want to pick up algae and give it to me like good little children. I don't want them to, but they'll do it anyway. Okay, and that last one? Great. We'll just deliver that. Okay, so we need more algae 3s, which we can build some of. We actually really need steel pipes. Oh yeah? How's the multiplayer game going? I've never actually played this game multiplayer. None of my friends want to do it. And for that, I respect that decision. Because that sounds like a nightmare. Okay, so we need just make some steel pipes here, and we're going to make them super fast. Just to get some pipes. We'll make one, and we'll see how it goes. How's the bug fixing been going? Any crazy bugs? You know what? Why are we even doing that? We can just keep filtering. Doesn't really matter too much. What else do we want? We really want some crystallizers. And I think I might do something a little bit tricky and double the silicon output. Because we're going to want ingots, we're going to want liquid, and we're going to want the ore itself. So that's an interesting split that I got to worry about today. We're going to need flotation cells. Nice. That's exciting. I feel like we're going to need more of these, so let's just pop that up a notch. And with this, we should be able to build a lot more algae 3s. If we had clay, which we don't. I would love to build a new science facility by the end of today as well. We'll see. See where we go. Then we run out of steel and steel. Okay. Double steel. Hopefully this addition of things will improve the amount of charcoal output we have, but we'll see. Oh yeah, that's fair. Are you still thinking about making the you were mentioning weapons hidden? I assume if you're doing that, you're not making artillery hidden, because that stuff's good. And even if this does work, we are still going to need to probably make a new algae farm in the near future. Probably spin those around too. What do you reckon? Okay, look, as long as it doesn't affect artillery, get rid of gunmetal and all that cordite and stuff. But I imagine no one's using it. I assume you probably don't have the stats on that though, but I just can't imagine anyone's like, oh man, gotta make gunmetal and cordite. Anyone who's making that is probably just already doing what they want to do. 5 more? Great. And then we're done with that. We need more crushes as well. Got a crush. Ooh, could make crusher 3s. Well, we do need... What do we need? More stone blocks and more stone. Well, good news. There they are. Kind of thought I'd come away with more than that. Because I didn't have the steel. Well, that seems to be the trend of the day, doesn't it? Picked up some engines while I was at it as well. And more flotation cells. I would love to get the level 2s, but quite frankly, we just don't have the advanced circuits for it now. But we might do soon. Especially with this upgrade to the algae farms I've made. The alternative suggestion with the algae farms is just to... Am I done? Oh, that's right. So hopefully this will output lots of charcoal and won't affect things too badly. Although honestly, even though we've gone through all of this, it probably won't be a bad idea just to try and separate them a bit. Probably didn't need to do that, but it just feels a little bit better. And already we're starting to make them. Excellent. Has that actually impacted charcoal production much? Hard to say for sure. Right now it's doing what? 100 or 1,600? Was previously doing 1,400, so yeah, it is impacted it. It is improved. But it probably doesn't matter so much now that I'm splitting it, because at least some is getting up to the manufactorium. Oh, you know what I do need to do? I need to start working on my fluid burners. I don't need artillery. And this will get my tin being produced again. Uranium's going along fairly well. We do want to probably start that research today as well. And this one is a pretty simple recipe. It's only going to require 2 of these bad boys. Oh, we've got the mouse moving gently. Let's just play with my controller until it stops. Okay. And we are going to need some of the sand that we've made. Wow, I've made a lot of sand with uranium. And we've got some worms. Delightful creatures. Oh, we don't actually have power yet? Okay, that'll power it. Okay, so the hope is we're going to generate 2 of these silicon refineries. Wow, that did actually burn through 4,000 landfill super quick. Okay, and with these extra crystallizers, we should really get some stuff going. Should have, I was going to say a lot of sand, but that wasn't much. Wasn't nearly as much as I anticipated, but that's okay. One turret is engaged with the enemy, well that's fine. And we want to copy a thing which does use flotation cells but doesn't use a leaching plant. Which, interestingly enough, is this one. Okay. So we're going to do one of these first, and then we'll split it up and get it working, and then we'll make a second one. It's because I know we're going to need a lot of silicon, and we might as well just make it now. Now that we've got the tech to sort of do it pretty quickly. Okay. So let's just have plenty of space. Uranium's a special boy. Actually, no, wait. Let's not do that. Let's do it more like this, because we want lots of this stuff. Something like that should be probably good. And something like that. I don't know what that's doing there, so let's get rid of it. We do not have enough pipes for this, that's for sure. I think we got enough of a lot of things, actually. That's alright. It'll sort itself out. These first runs are a bit like that. If you saw yesterday with the washing plants, it was very much the same idea. The first ones are a bit rough, but the next runs kind of complete everything, and it's great. What do we even need for silicon? Because after it gets separated, then we need to actually consider how we are going to be doing this. We might actually move that circle up as well. Okay. But things are being manufactured, so that's important. We do still have more crystallizers. That's good. Actually, after that... crystal seeding is easy enough to produce because we've got a lot of crystal seeding. Okay, we're out of straight line pipes. Okay. Might need fast. Actually, we're going to need these splitter inserters as well. Fast stack inserters? They just fast splitter inserters, okay. That should get things mostly done. Maybe we should have the flotations to 2. We'd need red circuit. Well, red circuits are probably actually coming through pretty quick now. I mean, tin's coming through. Not quite adequate yet. And I love the leisurely pace that this... why is this on the most basic of transport belts? That's a bit ridiculous. You should be making plenty of tin. Were we running low on solder before? We may have been, so I may be trying to catch up onto everything. Also, while I think it's great that we're doing it this way, let's fill up tin as well. Because that is not going to quite cut it. Do this, and they sort of feed each other, which will give us a lot more tin. Alternatively, we could upgrade the inductions or the blast furnaces, but I don't think that's necessarily required at this point. And if we come down here, we should see a lot more tin being produced. Yeah, but that's not actually where I was wanting to look. Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be helping. That was also being slowed down by 10. Okay. Look, I'm sure wherever you're going is great, but I want you here. And uranium... Look, this train's doing pretty well. It's about 1,600 or so by the time it leaves. And here comes my red circuits. Oh, there go my red circuits. Apparently it was where I was standing when I wanted them. So yeah, it gets about 1,600 uranium by the time it comes here. Meanwhile, we've got 29 of the good uranium, also known as the good stuff. So what more do we need? Pipes, obviously, crystallizers. Clearly we need more of those than I thought. Apparently assemblers, I should be able to build those. That shouldn't be a problem. Do probably need some clarifiers because I don't really care about some of that stuff. More purified water wouldn't go amiss. In fact, we could even do that to get that purified water in. Be good if I had the extra pipes, but we don't. That's alright, you can prepare those for later. See? That's preparation right there. Yeah, and then we need to probably start. So we need lots of crystallizers. We need an ore sorter as well. Okay. I mean, it's looking pretty good though. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Plastic is still doing its best to catch up. Fine, honestly. Charcoal is being maneuvered around the base. Right. Oh man, I always love the panicked yelp sound that I make when there's a train that almost hits me. It is the best part of this game. I don't care what anyone else says, it is the best part to almost be hit by a train. I never actually zoom out enough to see the train coming, so I never really have much warning. I should have more, but I don't. Because I live it on the edge. Okay. Ore sorting. What do we need? Steel. Steel and concrete would probably be good. Concrete's pretty close by. I do need to get rid of a lot of the stuff on the inside of the base at some point in the near future. Concrete is down here. How are we going for ore sorting? Can we get them now? Probably want like 2 or 3 of them. No, because we also need stone bricks. Of course we do. Stone bricks are also around here somewhere. They are probably looking me right in the face. I lose these things all the time. You'd think I would learn. There they are. They're real close. Cool. And that allows us to build 1 ore sorting facility. Because we need a couple of iron plates. Should we need more than that? That's the problem. Oops. Just drop some concrete on the ground. No danger there. More steel. Okay. Ah, shit. I didn't need those ingots. Okay, now I don't have those ingots. Goodbye, ingots. Okay. Lots more sorting. What else did we need over here? Probably a radar. Radar would probably be pretty good. Level 3 radar because, you know, just go nuts with it. Crystallizers. Don't really know how many we need, so let's just take a bunch of them and let's see what happens. All this extra manufacturing will also increase the amount of mineral sludge I'll need, which is good. Molten tin is coming through thick and fast. Means this should be... Wow, it's still really not. I swore that would saturate the belt, but I guess I need faster casting machines. Oh well. Not a big deal. Okay, more stuff gets sent out. Yes, build my minions. Build for your master. Specifically me. I am your master, in case you were uncertain of the situation that was at hand. Lots of pipes. And an angry worm up there. Oh, geez. Oh, that... Rude! You actually caused damage. Jerk. Well, also we didn't bring enough electric poles, so... I guess that's what we're going to bring next time. But that is this part of the facility built, so that's good. Aside from the lack of a few flotation cells. Okay, so that's good. Now we need our ore sorters, which again, I'm pretty sure we can just steal the design directly from this. And now, of course, we do need to worry about geodes, but we'll worry about those another time. Okay. And we are, of course, needing to get some crystal seeding in here, but that's... Oh, that may even be available here, who knows. It is. Wonderful. So after that, then we need to start splitting our own resources, because some things actually just need silicon stuff as the correct term. Now, what I also want to do, I'm going to connect these up. Normally I wouldn't do this, but this time I think it's acceptable. Okay, so that way all the geodes will go together, and we only need to worry about the geode processing once. Purified water would be coming in if I just connected that. It has been now connected, so we need what? 4 more flotation cells. And what else do we need for silicon? We need to make ingots. Basically, we need to do what we did down here, except better. We need to make ingots, we need to make ore, and we need to make the liquids. Okay. The liquids, however, do not need to be piped anywhere. They can pipe themselves. The ingots need to be dragged around by a train. We need 2 liquefiers. Easy enough. Already got 1 apparently. Easy enough. Okay, and then we'll split them. Very much the exact same design there. Put the 2 liquefiers next to each other so they're just cool bros. Cool bro liquefiers. Don't even know what color they need to be right now, so I guess I need to figure that out later. Then what do we need? Blast and induction, I suppose. There's going to be more steel. Okay. And we're going to need more red circuits, which should have some of them. I'm a little bit concerned about, I think we're going to have a lack of them, but let's find out. Uranium, still coming through. I love how it changes order there. It just seems so wrong. It doesn't hurt anything, it's just incorrect. How many have you got for us? 79 is actually a good number. Okay, so it's steel again. That's alright, we got a lot of steel available. 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe it was. Yes, it was. We also do need blast furnace, at least a level 2. Let's go 4 of them, and induction furnaces, 4 of those as well. Okay. That should be, then we need some train stops. We are a bit short on because we're short on iron. Thankfully, I know where we can get some iron. It's right there. So we want a couple of train stops. If I could spell stop, that would have worked way better. And we're going to need some power lines as well, which I better go grab them. Otherwise, I have a funny feeling we're going to run some wormy problems. And ain't no problem like a wormy problem. Good for conveyor belts, good for that. We're so close to the point where we can just start having a lot of things brought to us by logistics bots. We're so close to that day, and I'm very excited for that day to be here. All going well, that day will be today, but I don't anticipate us going that well today. Because, I mean, that's exceedingly well. Alright. Gonna bring the charcoal up as well, but that'll be alright, that'll be in a moment. Yeah, just keep working on that science, I suppose. That's not great because... Oh, we could build that. We just need more titanium stuff. Okay. Good, good, good. Now that we've got these, what do we actually need for silicon ore? It'd be so funny if it turns out we actually needed another process. I'd be absolutely gutted if that was the case. Come on. There it is. No, it's only chunks. Okay, so we need blue and brown. Well, good news. We've already got brown. Blue is just the only color we need to change. Dark blue? That's right. Yeah. And change those to blue. Oh man, we lucked out a little bit, which is always good. We both want the same type of wastewater. That's again pretty lucky. And this is going to be turned to silicon ore. Alright, that's good, I think. Figure out what to do with that wastewater in a moment. We can probably put the wastewater in there and just have it. I mean, yeah, I know we could do stuff and have it be more perpetuating, but I don't care enough. Okay, so then we need crystal seeding. Put that one further out, then boop boop. Shaboop. The old boop boop shaboop trick. Gets him every time. And that's crystal seeding. Good. That should be crystal seeding for both of them. It is. Water is sorted. Let's get a clarifier in. At some point we are going to have problems with... why are we separating that? What was the point in... Oh. Because I needed to... Okay, well that's actually accidentally exactly what we needed to do. I mean, you don't get that every day. Okay. That will be the ore going up to this train track, which is going to be put a little bit further up. Okay, we've got some angry worms. That's not new. Worms are usually pretty angry. We do need some silicon, not silicon, sulfuric acid, which again should be pretty close by. In fact, how are we getting rid of wastewater here? Are we are just clarifying it. Now we won't use the same clarifier. That's lazy. And I know I'm lazy, but it's not the point. The point is, I'm not going to do the same trick over and over. I mean, yes, I would. Look, I don't need your judgment. I got plenty of judgment over here. All right, and then just connect that up and move those away, because that's not actually how things work. That's not going to give me the right color. It's going to be needing to be dark blue. Purple is still right though. That's cool. Blue and purple. That's wrong. And that's also wrong by extension. Yeah. One day I'll click on the button. There we go. Got it. It was a struggle, but we got there in the end. Okay, so I think we just power this up now to see what needs to be improved upon. Okay, all that's good, and then we just hook that up, which locks all that on. Apparently that gets missed. And that's all going. It's already making the crystal seeding. A little bit early, but that's okay. Main reason we did that though is so now we can get in range of those nasty, nasty worms and teach them about modern expansionism. They'll learn. Worms are smart. See, they understand pain. And we're going to put that radar that we constructed earlier. Pop that down there. Can we put some efficiency modules in it? Nope. Power may be very well the next thing then. All the worms dead? Yes. Wow, they even left the puffer base alive. That's rare. Not that I particularly care for it, but it's cool. And we are, of course, going to need more land. Be a repair pack as well, because I see a couple of things are broken, and it's going to bitch and moan about it every time, so just get it sorted. Just fix things, please. I'm sick of you, like, whining about it every time. We ran out. We ran out of repair pack. There were so many repairs to be done. Wow, all of a sudden I feel like the bad guy. Okay. Now what was the other thing I was just saying I needed? Landmass, landfill. 107 is not quite going to be enough to do much with. 123? Well, if 607 wasn't enough, 123 is definitely disappointing. Should be some good landfill over here, though. 3,500. Yep. Not disappointed. We'll go for a bit more, shall we? Yeah, this will be easily enough to make what I need to do with this section. So I'm going to probably make this higher up. Okay. So we're going to get rid of that circle. I put a new one up here. That also means, of course, that we will need to underground belt this aluminium, but that will harm no one. Now, I could just leave that circle there, but quite frankly, I see no reason why I should. Great. That sort of does the trick. In, out. Can I pick up alien artifacts? My inventory is too full. Or maybe if I ditch a bunch of sand, that'll change. What do you reckon? Okay. So silicon goes up here. And we're going to do a connection, which is basically that. Not even basically that, it is literally that. Cool. The worms are unhappy. Really need to get artillery pieces so the worms don't exist when I get so close to them. That's for another day. Because the worms are just never really happy with anything I have to do, which is a bit unfair. I didn't do anything wrong, but the worms are like, you're destroying our land. I don't care. Why should I care about that? They need to get with the times. And out. In. Okay. What we will do is we will expand this rail to be over here. And we'll do everyone's favorite thing, a circle. Circles are modern technology. One thing I like in this game is modern technology. Okay, so that in, that out. Okay. That kind of creates a city block of sorts. We need some chests. Look, 4 steel chests are probably more than enough. And we need to put a train stop somewhere, probably here. Do we have enough for a locomotive right now? Probably not. Oh, we do. Wow. Wow, we've got enough for that too. Very exciting. We'll of course need to power that train, but that is something that's easily obtainable very soon. And splitters to go boop, boop, boop. Cool, we're going to call that silicon pick 1. I think we already have a silicon ore pick 2. Silicon, what? Ore 2 pick, there we go. And we're going to have a very similar thing, full cargo or time past 300 seconds. I don't know why I haven't got this basic train set up as a thing, because I do this a lot. Empty or inactivity of 5 seconds. Cool. I think we're about ready to connect this, because at the very least it will be making silicon ore. So let's connect this. And everything... Not everything is going, because everything's a little bit slow. Off the mark, everything will start to be connected. Or not? Why is it not? Yeah, but it is happening. It'll take a little while to sort of fill up, because quite frankly, one day we may even put a mineral sludge train out here this way. That may be something coming next. Okay, so silicon ore we have. We now need silicon ingots. How do we make silicon ingots? Is there an easier way? We could use triochlorosilylene. That's sounds like a pain, actually. Also, we don't have that technology. So no, we're just going to make it out of silicon ore and carbon. Means we need to make carbon, I suppose. Oh well. What you got to do, I suppose. Okay, let's... Well, that's making stuff, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty excited about that. Okay. So now we need to get carbon, which... I don't usually like to do boil. Oh, actually a boiler, just a regular boiler will be fine. And charcoal comes through here because it doesn't get used by uranium. Uranium is too stuck up to use charcoal. It's like, oh no, I'm a far better fuel source. That's how it sounds. And then everyone's like, oh my god, we hate you. It's like, oh, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And also, I've put that right on the main line, which is a mistake. That shouldn't be on the main line. That should be like that of sorts. So let's just... okay. What we can do is do the old cut and paste over here-ish. Paste that as well. Probably should have done that with it. And then the train will figure itself out. So we'll put some fuel in it. We'll tell it to go to silicon 2 pick. It'll figure itself out, and we're good. Why are you not doing stuff? Because you don't exist. Seems like a decent reason to not do anything. Oh, dang yo, meth. Okay, we're out of methane gas. Okay, well, we'll go deal with that in a moment. Okay, and we need a chemical... Well, actually... Again, did we not... What is going on there? Okay, we apparently don't have a chemical plant. We do have this cool boiler unit, which we're going to use when I can identify it. There it is. Oh, we're going to... Something a bit like that. Get some water, because it's going to need to make steam. A chemical plant. No, that's a casting machine. Classic mistake, though. Give it some of the old power. I mean, once it's all powered, of course. Carbon, really simple. Spin that around. Probably need to drop it a little bit further. And then that can power these. Split that. Like that. Pick, drop. Drop. I was like, where are the other ones? Right, I didn't build them yet. Jokes. And power it. Okay, so that should be getting... Why is it not? Why are you not working? Oh, because we haven't actually dealt with that sulfuric wastewater, have we? We just prepared to deal with it and then never did anything. Okay, well, let's deal with that now. Okay, then we'll do... something like this. That's the really tidy way of doing it. It does deal with it, and that's the important thing. And then something very similar over here, except hopefully slightly less bullshit. But of course I can't promise anything. And at a quick glance I can tell you, certainly not going to be less bullshit. Might actually be more. Might be more. More is good. Tin smelting, look, let's just improve tin smelting. Okay, and that should more or less be dealing with the sulfuric wastewater. It's not, it is tending to be producing faster. Do need to deal with Odang meth at some point. And we still don't have any way for the crystal slurry to go out, so that's the next step. Got to worry about those outputs. I mean, how much methane do we really need? That's the question I got today. Okay. So that appears to have jammed up for reasons. Why has that jammed up? Oh. Is it supposed to be red? That can't be good. That's a bad reason for things to jam up. Hopefully that fixes it. Fixes that one. This one's still being a bit slow for reasons. It's still getting them in occasionally. It's just probably need to have mineral sludge delivered by train over to here, but that's all right. And of course, this one's going to be a problem because it's taking the wrong color. Ha! Okay, now it's taking the right color, which is of course a sulfur deficiency, but probably fine. In fact, I think we probably won't be for long. That's fine for now. Okay, so that's going to make my ingots. Ingots being made? Yes, they are. What I'll do is have a drop position like that. I'm not too worried about the output of silicon ore, silicon liquids at this point, just because I think it won't be a problem. It will be a problem later, of course, but not for now. So we're not going to worry about it for now. And we're gonna output that way. Good if I clicked on it before pressing away. Okay. Now we're going to put this one in a very similar position, except on this side of the tracks. And then we're going to probably need to make sure that we actually have the signaling done, or everything's going to crap out here. Funny how those things work. Great. So that's going to be train 2. It's going to be dropping off silicon ore, which is very important. Basically, we want almost identical, but probably on the side, because otherwise it's just not going to fit. Then we probably need to start thinking about my uranium power. Okay, silicon ingot. Locomotive, check. Cargo, check. We need to have those fueled. That'll be happening next. And cargo wagon done, and then power done, and then finally gotta power the trains. Train that got no power ain't going nowhere, as they said in the Old West. Cool. So I can't help but, oh no, it does have some ingots. Okay, so ingots are coming through when they feel like it. Nice. How are we going with red circuits? That might need to be the thing I improve next. Really? Not with iron, huh? Just improve the casting machines? Low power. I mean, sure, if you want to be lazy about it. I'm going to make this train have the normal reactions, but quite frankly, since it doesn't have any place to deliver anything yet, it's not that big a deal. So what do I need? I need casting machines because I think the current ones are a little bit naff. That's probably what's slowing everything down. So that's good. That should be a lot of silicon if it's ever got enough mineral sludge in it. These should be working almost entirely. And they're going pretty well, honestly. Problem appears to be mineral water. That's okay. We can always make more of that. Wow, oxygen's actually being a problem right now. Okay, well, we definitely can make more of that, and I think we were in that train too long. Yeah, we were in that train so long that we probably could fix that problem now. If we had basic circuit boards and iron. It's always good to fix a problem after you realize you can fix a problem after it's too late. Okay, and we're gonna need these. Okay, so we just really need a flare stack because the only problem there is the oxygen. I think the oxygen was supposed to be used for other things, but I feel like we didn't actually have a plan for it when it isn't needed. And when that slows down mineralized water, that slows down a bunch of things at the factory. So this is probably near full. which is good. That's what we wanted. And this is doing its damn best. That's maxed out. That's maxed out as well. So 2 flare stacks, I suppose. And maybe 2 overflow valves. I know I've already got enough for 1, but let's just go another one. That's great, except for that's literally not where the problem is. What am I doing? So we're gonna go. I did like what we did there, though. It was pretty good. So you go like that and have an overflow valve, just in case you ever need to use it for something else. You might not. Hydrogen appears to be fine. Okay, so now the oxygen is being drained away faster. That should mean that this isn't a problem anymore. Yeah, and so we're going to have a similar problem on this side. We do, but that again is easily fixed in the same way. Oh, that didn't cut power or anything, huh? Okay, well, I guess I lost part of that. That should be my mineralized water being produced at peak efficiency once more. Which is always nice to see that happening. We might even want to offset that a little bit, because it does seem to be slowed down on that side. Now, I have no tolerance for slowness in this factory. I mean, actually, I have a lot of tolerance for slowness in the factory, but usually it's because of me. Okay, so that's looking better. I see that it's going down further, which is nice. Which typically means mineralized water is at a new, or is not new, but is being manufactured fast enough. It's not, but it's certainly better. Okay, so now I cannot wonder if it is time to fix my power. Or do we do, no, let's do the iron first, because we do need red circuits for everything. And if we're having a shortage of red circuits for any reason, that's not good enough. Science is going alright though. I like how far away I was from the train there, and I just sort of stopped just to make sure there was no way I could run into it. It's like, I was safe, but it's like, no, train too scary. Alright, so we've got plenty of iron coming through here, so the whole point here is maybe we upgrade. Actually, let's just upgrade the whole thing. I guess that can't be upgraded. How do I unupgrade that? Don't know. Okay. Casting machines. Get the ore iron coming in faster. We should be in a much better place. But quite frankly, it is too slow right now. Now there are other options, which is to build more casting machines, of course. Let's see, if we had 8 of these, how much of a belt would that fill up? Would it fill up a belt? It would. No, it would not. So I guess the answer is more casting machines. Hold shift to downgrade? Control to downgrade. Ah. I'll give that a go when I'm back there. But I think there's already something that's trying to be upgraded. Okay, so we do need more casting machines no matter what anyway, so we might as well make more. Nope. Still wrong? Oh, you're still wrong? More steel. There's got to be a way to do it. I can't imagine it's just like a one-way thing. It seems a little bit impractical for a game that, honestly, has really got most things figured out. And it's usually pretty good about these. Okay, so let's see. If I go upgrade and hold shift, does that... Actually, no, it does work. Shift does work. You're right. No, shift was absolutely correct. I don't know if it works back the other way, but when it's being marked for upgrade, it does change it. And if you upgrade things multiple times, it does try to go from 1, 2, 3. So, no, you're absolutely right. Yes, this is doing better, but better is not good enough. I do kind of want to fix those up. Which would be great if we didn't just run out of things just in. But we did. We did run out of things. I do have power poles. Actually fine for power poles. Belts, as usual, we're a bit short on, but that's okay. You kind of have to expect that in life. Inserters, could use a few more stacks of them. Really? What do I not need? I mean, I do need the cobalt steel, but not right now, I suppose. More casting is always good. Alright, take care, Kiwi Hawk. Alright, so, yep, just build those new ones, get that sorted. And insert crap, fair enough. Don't insert crap, crap is full. I don't know if I need that carbon, I don't know if I need 5 steel, I definitely don't need that. That's also useless, okay. So if we expand, yeah, I know, that just killed everything. Actually, that killed everything way more than I could have anticipated. Yikes. Okay, and put it out that way, and just that again. And then we do need to connect them across, which is relatively easy. Okay, so that's a lot more iron coming. Will that be enough? Not really. I mean, it's trying, I respect that, but we do need to really get into power now. Like, that's where we're going wrong now. Alright, so what do we need for power? We don't need the silver. Okay, what we don't need, there's a bunch of this stuff actually. We put the crystallizers back in the box and use them later. So that's easy enough. Then we need to just empty out everything I've got in my inventory. Then empty out everything here, then empty out everything into here. I got my boxes again. Probably don't need those iron pipes right now. Definitely don't need those steel pipes right now. I'm gonna need the heat pipes though. Thankfully, we built lots of them. So, what do I need? I need heat sources, I need assemblers. I don't need too many assemblers. Very strong ones. Need a casting machine, I got plenty of those actually. I'm gonna need cobalt though. However you look at it, I'm gonna need cobalt. I don't know if I need much of that stuff. Upgrade heat pipes. Look, one day I will need that. Not today, but I'll do it. Do need to take some of that stuff along. I'm just going to put it in here for now, but I will be needing that shortly. Titanium ore, I'll need some of that. 3 stacks should suffice for a while, because then I can sort out oh dang meth. Because I'm still feeding that by hand, which is not great, but... Heat exchanger, I need boiler 3s. What do I need for boiler 3s? Boiler 2s, I need steel and steel pipes, okay. The steel apparently is where we're at right now. Okay, and we also need stone furnaces. Oh, really? That is frustrating. Doesn't matter how far you get, you always need stone furnaces, apparently. Oh, you're doing uranium power? Oh, you need stone furnaces for that. Oh, it's more complicated than just a stone furnace? Yeah, I know, but you gotta start with a stone furnace. Honestly. That's just how this game works. Don't know why you're being so difficult about it. Let's just build a lot of them. So we can make this easier if we... That. Great. What else do we need? A lot of stuff, actually. Honest about it. We also need turbines. As much as I'd love to build these ones, I think that's probably a little bit out of our price range. So we need steam engine 3s. For those, we're going to need iron. Again, oh, you're building the most sophisticated power source in the game? Well, you better have iron. We need a lot of aluminium as well. We're going to need a lot of heat pipes, but I think we've got a ton of them. It'd be great if we had another nuclear reactor. We might need to worry about that later. We do want a warehouse, which is going to need stone bricks and iron plates, because again, doesn't everything need iron plates, really? When you think about it? And stone, okay. Wow, stone bricks. That's honestly, I'm getting used to the stone bricks being required all the time. I'm not. I just got nothing. I've got nothing. Might as well drop off that cobalt ore and titanium ore. There's no reason carrying that around for more. Well, it looks like this is filled up, so I guess we haven't needed plastic for a while. Cool. Wow, they did actually use all the methane. That's surprising and scary. Now we need aluminium. Aluminium? I mean, this will generate hopefully about, if I can get enough red circuits, it should generate about 100 megawatts, which will do for a while, hopefully. That's not enough. Brass, huh? And then after that, then I think we start looking at the next level of the next science. Not even the next level, it's just next science. Okay, we need brass, not bronze, brass. That's brass there, right? Yes, it is. And we're lacking cobalt, that's okay. We're going a little bit backwards and forwards right now, that's okay. This is all for a good cause. Okay, so how close are we to getting another nuclear reactor? Uranium reactor they're called. 500 concrete. That's easy enough, honestly. 500 concrete, 500 advanced circuits. Everything else we're fine with. 500 advanced circuits is probably going to be the real trick. But we'll see. I think we might be close to it though. If we absolutely decimate my storage... Oh, concrete, not concrete bricks. Concrete is around here somewhere. 500 of that, okay, so that's 3 stacks. Okay, now let's see how we're doing for red circuits. Might be going, if we look at the pile of blues, we might be alright. Also, we really expected that to be doing better. Did we use so much iron we just decimated our supplies? Yeah, looks like it. Not great. That is nowhere near 500. Although, we're at 300. We're at 500. We did have enough. Hell yes. We probably could use some more heat exchangers. Okay. Now, what do we need? We need lead. Make nuclear fuel. We need lead. Okay. Easy enough. Lead we can get from somewhere. I feel like we've got a lot of lead somewhere. Is it up here? I don't like the fact that my lead comes from there. That being said, we do have a lot of lead that's just never being used. And it doesn't... I think repurposing it even gives back the lead, so it should be alright. I think the lead goes up here, doesn't it? And then what we might want to do is... Oop, bring the molten lead over here. and put it through the water. Put things through the water. That's not how water works in this game. You have a mod, I guess, in which case it works exactly like that for some reason. Okay, and that gets me my lead. How many of these light green ones do we have? 36. That might not be enough. Well, hopefully it is. Because it kind of has to be. What we're going to do is we're going to go casting. Like here, I suppose. That's not connected. I mean, that's the thing. If it's not enough, it doesn't matter. It has to be enough. Because there's literally no other options. Okay, that's going to make lead. Cool, thank you. Heat exchanger 2's not required right now, but I'll take them. And we're going to build a little factory right here. That's going to make my uranium fuel. Make plutonium fuel, and maybe we will be doing that at some point in the near future. I mean, really, it would be good if we just had... Why did all this stop? Why did my... Why did my uranium stop? Because we're not getting enough mineral... Oh no, not mineral sludge again. See, this is going to be the problem with relying on uranium. When all this crap falls to hell, we just lose power. Anyway. Can't worry about such minor things such as losing power indefinitely. Now as we're going to... Here's some worms. I don't like it. Go away, worms. Piss off, worms. Okay. Worms effectively pissed off. Now what we need to do is we need to get more dirt. Thankfully, I know where there's a lot of dirt. It's here. Wooden chest full of dirt. Upgrade it. Infinite dirt. Wonderful. Now this, if we go 1, 2, and we're going to put the heat pipes there because let's be honest, we're going to need them now. I prefer to be picking up the uranium as little as possible. I think that's an obvious thing. I mean, there's no radiation damage in the game, but I just don't feel good about it. And can we repurpose uranium? That's a good question. Uranium? I don't know, it's about uranium. It's urine. Uranium, there we go. So we can repurpose it for the moment. We need more centrifuges, which I think we can build. And the good thing is, at that point, we wouldn't need any more lead plates. So that would be good. Plutonium would be ideal, because plutonium, pretty sure, does give me more bang for my buck. Yeah, it does. But ideally with plutonium, and I don't know if I got the research for this yet, I would like to use the bombing around enrichment, which I'm close to. I just don't quite have it. Just because I haven't got the research to build the better power plant, the better research yet. I got the research for it, just not the technology for the research. Okay, so these would generate 54. Ooh, they generate more than that. I generate a lot more than that once they heat up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely surround these with heat pipes. I don't know if it's quite what's required, but I'm going to do it. And then we're going to get some heat exchangers. So we're also going to need to pull them out once they're done. Keep going on the same direction actually. Up drop. But now I'm just going to store everything back in this warehouse. And we'll deal with whatever the hell happens next after that. So then we have 100 megawatts power, which this will do 100 megawatts power actually. It's convenient, almost like I planned it. I didn't, as usual, but it's almost like I did. I'm going to go 1, 2, base 1, 2. And we're also going to go along this way. Also need water, but that's okay probably. What if we go like that? 1, 2, space 1, 2. Probably even go down this way too. Okay, then we need water pumps, known as air pumps. I have no iron. This is embarrassing. Super embarrassing. They just run out of iron while while making a nuclear power plant, and you've generated all this stuff. You've run out of bloody iron. That's all right. Happens all the time. Thankfully, I know where I can get some iron, and it's over here. And it looks like we've still got plenty of everything else. How much work to build a centrifuge, actually? 100 advanced circuits. Okay, so what we might do, if we can find 100 advanced circuits just lying around, which is a bit of an ask. Really? Hang on. I'm legitimately surprised we don't have... Is that because these maxed out and then nothing happened with them? Probably. That maxed out. Okay, so... That's a funny problem. Now, these I actually do want to limit them. But this, I do not want to limit these. I'm going to need so many of those. Every ship is going to need about 1,000 of them. Now, while we're not at the point of making ships, let's just be prepared. And we should have enough to make a centrifuge now. Cool. So we can start doing repurposing. We need to move that plant at some point. That's all right. Now the question is, do I actually have enough steam turbines? And the answer to that is a clear, resounding no. That's all right. Every one of these can handle 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, and then I believe we run out of stuff. Okay, any pumps? I already had pumps, it turns out, so I don't know why I left. That's okay. Honestly becoming about normal for me. What I could do, it might be a better idea. Turn it around like that. Put another pump. Yeah. And we do need to power everything. Probably make sure everything's got water. Steam generation does not work great if you don't have... there is enough for one more of these. Okay. That'll get around to it eventually. That's powered. That's powered. That's powered. I'm not sure I'm ready. My maiden heart is not ready for this yet. I want to go to dealing with the used up uranium. I was just going to come straight back in and out of the warehouse. The warehouse is very much a catch-all situation. And we may, even with that in mind, this. Set up a basic wire. I already had some. Cool. Where if the lead, the base is less than, say, 200, and just fill it up. And sure enough, that is in a terrible place. So what we'll do is put them over there. And then we can move them on here. I am a little bit shocked that it grabbed everything except that one thing, but that's all right. That's about what I expect in life these days. Okay, I think we're ready for uranium power. Aside from this bit. No power? I mean, yeah, I guess not. Okay. Get started. Uranium power is a go-go. So each one of these is producing 108 megawatts. I am not producing near enough steam for this. Like, this is 200 megawatts of power. This is enough power for my entire base once it all heats up. So that's a thing that I got to worry about. But now, though, I mean, we got plenty of power. Okay, so eventually that's going to start kicking off, and we're going to see some real crazy shit happening. But for now, it's time to start thinking about the next level of science. Oh yeah, lithium. I forgot all about lithium. Fuck. We need to make cobalt oxide. Does that mean we need to also make cobalt? Yeah, probably. Shit. Okay. Just that one thing is a pain. Sodium percolate. Well, we needed cobalt anyway eventually, so... maybe we just build on the other side of silicon. Or, how are these going? Wastewater's fine. Mineralized water is low. Well, I guess we're about to generate a bunch more power. Power's not going to be a problem. Right? How hot are these going? 270 degrees. They start operating at 265. And also those probably need water in them. Actually, do they have water? Ah, they don't. Okay, well let's put water in there rather than just pretend to put water in there. thing I like about it is just sitting near the nuclear reactors. It just gives a nice warm glow. Just makes you feel good about life, you know? So, all up, heat generated, this is generating enough for 216 megawatts. And we're going to be using 108 of it, which is not good enough. Okay, and we're starting to try and reprocess the fuel. Is there a chance that it could make, like, uranium-235 and plutonium-239? If so, that'd be good. Either way, we get fusion catalysts, and I do need a lot of those, I think. I just don't want to leave it. Oh, it started. It started. Yes, power. Okay. The power is happening now. Now, I do worry a little bit about the lack of uranium coming through at the exact moment. 136 is just not enough. That's enough for 10 goes. And after that, you're just kind of screwed. Sulfuric acid appears to be shot to hell, but at the same time, crystal slurries at a max, so maybe it doesn't matter. That's not true, it always matters. Sulfur is going down. That matters a lot. Okay, maybe it's now time to start thinking about the next level of sulfur production, which is my favorite things, fart boys, or puffers. So what do we need? We need more electrolyzers. Let's... Okay, hang on, one thing at a time. I need more electrolyzers? Yes, I do. I don't really need more sand. More power would be great, but it's honestly not required. Okay, electrolyzers. So what do I need for those? Aluminium plates probably is good. And we're going to need iron and steel pipes. Thankfully, we do produce those. And we don't need these heat pipes right now. So, aluminium. Thankfully, that's pretty close. And steel pipes as well. Okay, how's that going? Enough for 2. Iron sticks. Don't we just have like a bunch of iron sticks? Not really. We have 17 of them. That's hardly what I would consider a bunch of them. Advanced solder smelting could be good later. So if I take yes, probably what I'm short of is iron. Yes, it is. Yes. And it's probably time to go steal more advanced circuits. Iron is just not coming through quite as much as it needs to. Probably because someone keeps stealing it all. Just take those. Fine. I also need chemical plants. 3 I like to have, I think it is. And it just runs out of steel. That's okay. There's plenty of steel where that came from. right there. Okay, there's 3 of those. Liquefiers, we need some of them. Apparently we run out of clay bricks. Right now, this sort of production is just running around and just grabbing stuff, and it's being made, and so when I get there, it'll just be copy-paste, and the drones will get everything made, and it'll be impressive. Right now, I'm so close to having the science to never have to do this again. But as I did say, if that was all done today, I'd be pretty surprised. And that's still the case. Brushes. Stone. That's not enough stone. Oh, don't we just have stone in a box here? We do. Stone bricks. Nothing changes. Okay, probably more electrolyzers. Good. We're going to need the steel and carbon, because that's going to need to be made for the electrodes, but thankfully I've got a machine that sort of sorts all that out. If I just knew where carbon was. There's some carbon. We're going to need hydro plants as well. What I could do, I could just copy this machine here, put in a blueprint. What do I need? See, that was a good idea. 8 flare stacks, huh? Gosh. I don't think I got near that. I like how that's the part that I was like, oh man, 8 flare stacks. How am I ever going to do that? That was the part that broke me. Okay, well, it broke me when you can only build 7, I suppose. Okay, hydro plants. How many hydro plants do I need for that plan? It's 5 hydro plant 2s. Okay. Well, that's 2 hydro plant 2s. Very close. It's a very similar number. One more. More basic circuit boards. One more. Bet you taking those would help. It did. Good. What next? So those are sorted. Pipes. We're gonna need more pipes. That's okay. Clarifier and overflow valve. They need more iron. Of course they do. What doesn't need more iron? 2 overflow valves, I believe it was. That's easy enough. Accomplish. What else do we need? That's all sorted. That's all sorted. Stack inserters. I don't think I've got those. How many electrolyzers do I have? 3 for the moment, but I feel like I had another 6 coming, so that's 3 plus 9 is 12, so I need another 4 of them. And then I think we're about done. 2, 3, 4. Great. Look again. Pop-up valve. Interesting. Okay. I guess I know. I guess the game knows why I want that. Offshore pumps. I know I've got a lot of those. Express transport belts. Oh yeah, I know why I needed those. I've currently got 1, so that's going to make just 1 short of enough. There's a pistol right there. That's always funny. We don't need that much cobalt. probably fine to go back to storing that in there, continuing the chest legacy. Okay, things are continuing to be built. That is a long list of things I'm trying to do by hand. But I'm also going to change this, so I think if I go over there and I start building it, I want to make it a bit tidier than I used to. I want it to be kind of stackable in the same way that the washing plants are. Okay. So, let's begin. I hear worms. That's nothing new, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. So what I kind of want to do is have hydro plants back here. And I can do that now, I suppose. Because if I can... I really just wanted the water to be able to come in that way. Just center it a bit more. That's good. That's also good. Probably didn't need to do it quite like that. Well, hey, we're never doing it like that again, because it's gone now. Okay, and that's going to get rid of all of that. Now, it will need a few more pipes, of course, but overall it should be more or less exactly the same as the other one. Okay. Okay, and that's looking good. We want pure water, please. And we do want to clarify the saline water, because I don't want it. There's very few things that need saline water, except for the things that I really need. And of course we're going to need to power this, but this should mean it's a little bit more tileable. The clarify is probably in the wrong place for all of this, but that's alright. Now the purified water should be meaning these are going again. Yeah, looks good. It's going to take a little bit, a few seconds to just fix itself again. But it's happening. They're all working hard. So now I think we're about ready to try and make another one of these things. Now the problem we're going to run into immediately is the fact that I've kind of messed up the water. So neat. Also those worms are annoying me, so they need to die. So if we, yeah, so the plan is we're taking this project now. We can maybe even like here. And we need to figure out how to get the water there. So okay, we're going to change the supply. Be back here. sort of like that. Up until the point that it isn't. What is that top-up valve for? Oh yeah, okay, I see. Right, so, pumps. We need one. Okay, so the new plan is we go one further out. The pumps come in like that and they go straight underground. I think there wasn't quite enough water for that, so we do it like that as well. And what we should be doing also is making more electrodes. If we're not making electrodes, what are we doing with our lives, you know? This should hopefully make everything a little bit easier. Make a lot more mineralized water because we're a bit short on that at the moment. But it's doing all right, all things considered. How is the nuclear power going? It is glowing red. All right. So power could be. Well, power there is not going to be great. But yeah, we're producing 290 megawatts of power, which is about 70 megawatts more than I had before. Thanks. Yeah, so lack of pipes seems to be a problem right now, but we'll get there. Okay, are we out of stuff we can build right now? Close to it. Take those alien artifacts. At some point we're going to need to make alien artifacts, but for now we don't need to. Wow, that's not catching up, is it? Thanks. That's different. The purified water was doing just fine before. But now it's just not. Materials per minute, it should be doing 3,600 per minute, and this requires... Huh. It should have never been doing well. The hell changed? I'm not sure. We will deal with it through laziness. Yeah, that'll fix it. And generate like 800 kilowatts more power. Or rather, 800 kilowatts required more power. That's okay. Okay, so next we need to probably start thinking about cobalt once this is all done, which could take some time, admittedly. But, I mean, no reason why we can't just start planning for the next thing. This is still... Oh, actually, now the problem is this. Solder. No, solder's being made as fast as it can. Is it just not outputting it fast enough? Solder shouldn't be having a problem. And yet it is. There's always something, isn't it? Okay, well, let's go get some more brass pipes. And then we'll deal with it. sludge is not doing that badly. Crystal sludge is doing fine. Of course it is, because mineral sludge, mineral water is just not enough. So if we go grab a ton more brass pipes and other wonderful inventions. I feel like we might still be short on a few other things as well. Let's just grab a full stack of everything. It'll get used. Like, it seems excessive, but it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not that excessive. I think we've got enough electrolyzers in the wings now. Oh, more science happened. Once it didn't bother me, so that's nice. How are we going with solar panels? Can we upgrade those? I think it's a solar 4. Hang on. Wait, do we need... Hang on, I'm confused. We not... Oh, they used to be solar powered, but now they're radiothermoelectric generated. Okay, well that's actually quite cool. So I need to build a bunch of solar powers. We have our first plutonium. That's exciting. We still have plenty of time to get all the other stuff together. Probably good to get more carbon and more steel, because I do know we're not going to have enough of the electrodes with what we've got currently. So let's just grab more stuff. Great, let's go back. Meanwhile, a lot of things have had a chance to build. We may almost be in a position where... I think I just cancelled something I needed. Oops. I guess we'll find out when we get there, won't we? Okay. Immediately the building begins. Mostly pipes. Pipes I can assist with. Okay, pipes doing well. Electrolyzers are coming online. While you guys are doing that, we probably need to make more electrodes. My building area is more than I thought it would be. We do not have enough electrolyzers. What was I thinking? We're lacking, what, 3? 3, it appears. And a chemical plant. Chemical plant, I would be surprised if we had the resources. We are lacking iron. Always iron. Don't even know why I'm surprised ever. Yet I always am. Liquefiers. Apparently we didn't have to build those. I thought we did. Liquefy 3s. Oh, they're liquefy 2s. Well, congratulations. Looks like you guys got an upgrade. Fast stack inserters. Gonna need those. Looks like in general, though, everything's mostly good. Just needs to be hooked up to power and get some electrodes in there. Let's hook it up to power and see what happens. Boop. Okay. So, what is there? Mineralized water probably needs to be put into here as well. That's an easy fix, though. Probably need that many stack inserters. Do we need one more electrolyzer? We need more electrodes, obviously. Electrodes are the thing that's sort of slowing everything down right now, but that's okay. What do we need for another electrolyzer, actually? Let's speak honestly here. It's just iron. That's all we're lacking. Just a bit of iron. Bit of a pain, but there we go. Did I not pick up the electrodes? I did. They're there. Power is still holding. I don't know why I'd be worried about that after the amount of infrastructure I just put into it. If power collapsed already after, well, I guess we're only using half of what the reactors can handle. Not even that, in fact. Like, we've got the burners, the heat generators, but don't have the actual steam turbines for them. Yeah, that needs to be improved drastically. Okay, we're just continuing to use this nickel, and until I actually need it to be used, I don't want to get rid of the nickel, because it is going to be useful one day for the titanium nickel alloy. So, what do we actually need? We need one electrolyzer. Is that literally it? We just lack a little bit of iron to get this working. Yeah, that's all we lacked. Okay. So frustrating. Get more carbon because more electrodes is never a bad thing. Until it's oversaturated, but then you can start taking them off and that's okay. These are mostly all going. I think we're going to have still a bit of a problem with mineralized water, but that'll be fixed up very soon. It looks like it's doing well. Ah, chemical plant. Okay, well, we had enough of that. Okay, mineralized water going pretty well. That not connects to the saline water? It is not connects to the saline water. Okay, well now it is. Okay. That's pretty good. I wish I had jumping trains that could just jump over this, but that's not really needed. I like jumping trains. That's the dumbest mod ever, but it makes me laugh. I haven't played with it though. Maybe I should. It would cure a lot of design mistakes I make. Still short on electrodes. Okay, go get some more electrodes, and then I think we'll leave it alone. 86 electrodes. You know what? That should be enough to get it all up and running. And if it's not, I don't care anymore. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. And how are we going? It looks like all the filters are going. Good. How's my uranium going? It is... It is going. Doesn't look like anything's slow, so that's good. The only things that maybe could be sped up would be, heck, the sorting refineries? The crystallizer's running a bit of an issue. But generally it is making them. Okay, cool. And we should have, what, 2 plutonium. Nice. Okay, so what now? Every time I remember lithium, I'm like, Okay, we can't keep skadoodling around this. Skadoodling is the wrong word. Obviously, skadoodling is not a word, so yeah, no, it was the wrong one. We can't keep like avoiding this issue. We need to make cobalt. Actually, so we need to make cobalt oxide, and then we can make lithium cobalt oxide, which I don't even need the cobalt right now. I just need the lithium cobalt oxide. And lithium perchlorate. Lithium salt's easy to make. Sodium perchlorate. That is also relatively easy to make. It's just a pain. And it requires blue metal catalysts, which, ironically, when I'm done with this, I will have the stuff for that. Okay, so that is a problem. Silicon nitrate, actually really easy to make. Insulated wire, not too difficult. What else? Like, what else are we talking about after this? That one there, we've got the processing units, we've got polished ruby, we've got all of that. That's easy. And tungsten gear wheels. I mean, that's all easy enough as well. So it's just this one thing. It's just the lithium-ion batteries that are going to be the pain. Well, time to make cobalt. Yeah. I'm going to start looking through these things for generator, like power stuff. That's what we're lacking. I guess I'll make that. I'd love to make it next to the titanium, but there's clearly no room for that now. So I guess I'm making it above the silicon. Okay, how do we make cobalt? Is cobalt a tricky one? I bet you it is. It is one that requires crystals. Okay. Crystals are a pain, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, it'll be really good. Got those puffers there. Actually, how are we going with sulfuric acid? I remember looking at that and being a little bit concerned. Yeah, we're down to 113. Okay, new plan. We need to get puffers. So if we go around here, we should be good for puffers. We could theoretically put a train through there and then have that to be taking the mineral sludge. Not really what the point of everything is right now, but just something I was thinking about. Okay, now we have not thought about this area for quite some time. Could be good to get some fertilizers. Just while we're here. Puffers. So we just need to do that one, and then we should be good. So I'll chuck some fertilizer in there. That should kick that back up. Yep. Okay, and then we need to do some puffer research, which at the moment this is all done mostly by hand. 128. Actually, that's enough. We don't need any more than that. But hey, it's got enough to get a bunch more agricultural research ready. Okay, that's puffer research can be sorted. Puffer refrigerants. Guess that's what we're building next, because we're going to need a lot more sulfur very, very soon. I'm going to build it up here. Because why not? I love that little line that just goes out there for next to no reason. Because if we run out of sulfur, then we're going to have a new problem that I do not want to deal with today. Or probably in the near future, because let's be honest, it won't be an instant problem. It'll be like one of those looming problems. Sulfur always is kind of one of those looming problems, though. So what are we actually lacking? More steel, okay. So we need a few of these. And we also need chemical plants, because we need to be able to make the puffer gas. And we also need hatcheries, which need stone blocks, okay. This is like the final step in sulfuric acid. This is the one that scales up quite nicely. Hatcheries, how many hatcheries do we need? 4 hatcheries is probably enough, honestly. And now the question is, where did I put my puffers? Because I need to hatch those bad boys. I believe they're probably around here, which is where I used to keep the agricultural research. I used to keep it around here. There it is. Please say they're in there. They are. Wonderful. Okay. Now, first thing I need to do is get puffer breeding happening. Also, I probably need land. That's probably actually the first thing I need. Because I got no land on me. That's a problem. Should have some here, except for the fact, no, that's when I was being economical and thinking, you know what, I probably need more, probably won't need this much sand. I don't know what I was thinking. I've done SeaBlock before. Obviously, I need more sand. Like, who was I tricking? 12,000 sand. That's probably enough to do this puffer thing. This is also going to be good for other reasons as well. Once we get other types of puffers. We've also got a warehouse that we can store puffers. Also, I like saying puffers. That's pretty fun. Alright. I don't care. I thought I cared, and then I changed my mind and realized I didn't care after all. Okay, so what I don't want to do is go over that line. This line is, I'm going to put like a little line in the sand here. That line, if I go over it, it's bad. Don't go over that line. You got all the space in the world, just as long as you don't go over that line. Okay, so first thing we probably need to do is hatch these puffers. And the hatching of the puffers can happen over here. Let's just start at the line, you know? So 1, 2, 1, 2. Just a standard, everything goes in situation. Nothing special about it. Just hatch these puffers. Okay, and we probably need to power it. Okay, so the puffers are being hatched. And they hatch pretty quickly. Hopefully we get to... Did we own... Did we not... Did we not get a successful puffer hatch? That's possible? Oh, good. I'm gonna freak out a little bit now. We got one gaseous puffer and one puffer eggshell remains. We need more puffers than one. Can't breed one. We've got an Adam and Adam situation, and by that I mean it's just one, not Adam and another dude. That's a different situation that we don't have. Okay, well we do have another puffer nest. Oh no. I am gonna really have a problem if this doesn't work. Okay, so we've got 2 gaseous puffer eggs, so we've got 2 more shots. Please, just give me another gaseous puffer. That's all I need. That's all I ask of you, please. Don't do this to me, game. Because then I'm gonna have to do some dumb shit. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. Oh, I'm so scared. We have a gaseous puffer. Great. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the puffer eggs. They are gonna be split, and we're gonna just put them in a box for now. Because we will need them for the next level of what is it called? You know the thing we have the modules? Modules. Got it. And right. Now we have puffers. We're gonna need beans. Shit. Gonna need beans. Maybe we should have built down here. All the sulfury things are up here. Always build more sulfury things. Bring beans up. Could grow new beans. Beans aren't that hard to grow. I mean, we could just copy this and have beans. Where we get the mud from, though? You plant? We're building... fudge, I don't know. We need beans. Do we have a bean train? Do we dare have a bean train? I'd have a bean train. Right next to the train tracks. Not like these are really ever being used. Bean train! Like a steam train, but very different. Okay, the natives being restless again. That's normal. Okay. How are we going with research? We are like... We're almost halfway through it. That's pretty good. Not that it actually matters, but that's cool. And dead. Right. So we need to do puffer breeding, which I've just done the research for. So what we want for that, we do want acid gas eventually. That is the end goal for all of this. What we want is just puffer breeding. Gaseous puffer? Nope. Mixed breeding? Nope. Gaseous puffer breeding. That's what we need beans for. Okay, so we need some of these things here. Now this is going to be a pain because we need... Could have just built that, huh? We need nutrient pulp as well. More proof that we need beans, because beans are good nutrient pulp. We also do need puffer gas, which is sulfur dioxide gas, hydrogen fluoride gas, and oxygen gas. Actually, really easy to make. but you do need to make it. Also, you need to have the tech for it, which is stone bricks. Maybe I'll just go back to trying to make my bean train. Okay, we've just gone over the line we must never cross. That's called stake, yes. Okay, I'm glad that I figured out how to turn that thing off last time with the upgrades, because otherwise I was about to get a fish. Didn't want a fish. Okay, so this will give me my beans. And we're going to need a circle. The most sacred of objects. Also, we're going to have to kill these guys. Damn. That's some good range on that boy. We need a sacred circle, which is not the same thing as when most people say a sacred circle. Most people are like an actual sacred circle. I just want to build a circle. And wire it up properly. Always an important part of circles. If you don't wire it up properly, then you're going to have problems. And no one wants problems. I mean, some people want problems, but that, you know, that's who they are. Problematic people. Okay, so we're just going to bring over the zombie eucalyptus, and we're going to have the, what is it called? The nutrient extractor? No. Although we do need those. You're going to need stone bricks. Of course they do. We could also, actually, bring the nutrient pulp over. We could have put nutrient pulp in the train as well, because there's a lot of nutrient pulp. Yeah, nutrient pulp is not a shortage. And with what we've got about... Okay, so let's go a fluid wagon as well. We do have a train stop here, and there's enough room in there. So yeah. The bean train. Doot doot. Bean and newt. Drop. Guess we're going to need to have like it fueled as well. That might be a bit more of a problem, except it won't be because we'll just use that heavy fuel. Okay, bean train. Bean train 1. Now we do need a stop, which we do have. And we're going to need a pump for bean train 1. Have. And we're going to need a tank for bean train 1. Which you better believe we have. Yeah. Oh, both as good as each other, really. I don't know why I'm calling it bean train 1, but it pleases me, and thus I'm not going to stop. Okay, and we need another pump. I know I built it, I just can never find them when I want them. Okay, and it needs to be powered. Cool. That was too many. And how do you... What is the plan for that? It's bioprocessors, isn't it? Which we need stone bricks for. I'm seeing a trend here. If I could figure it out, though, I'd let you know. All right, everything needs stone bricks. That was the trend. Okay. And then some of those go up, and some of them go down. I can never remember which way it does it, so I'm just going to manually do it. And bean train 1, we'll get you some fuel. Get some fuel before we go to the next step, our insidious plan. Why is it insidious? Because I said so. And I wouldn't lie. And that's how you know it's insidious. Probably go like that. I love how originally we just got lazy with making fuel out of fuel oil, and we've just kind of never gone back on that. Like, the laziness has just continued. Every time I need this, it's just because, I'm being lazier than ever before. Okay, so once that gets some fuel in it, I could have just chucked the charcoal. I've apparently got some wood in my inventory as well. Don't really need any of those anymore. Okay, so that's going to be plenty of fuel. Go on, bean train, you're up to go down here. And we're going to need another pump down there, obviously. And more steel chests. 3 more. And we're going to lose the train, but that's okay. It'll come back when it feels like it. I mean, it won't actually ever come back, but that's okay. I mean, it will come back when we tell it to. It's not disobedient. It's a good child. You know, its heart's in the right place. It understands the lust of beans. Can I never say the lust of beans again, please? Like, I think that's possibly one of those things where you should never say. It's not even picking up beans, it's picking up zombie eucalyptus, which is very different. Do, and then do, and then do, and then da. Oh, wow, perfect. Okay. Now that hopefully will mean these are going to start growing. If it doesn't, I don't really have a backup plan. Okay, and then the nutrient pulp, which we honestly don't need as much of as we used to. Hopefully this doesn't kill this, but I don't think it will, because if it was going to, it would have killed it by now. I'm not sure what the logic there was, but I'm going to hold to it. Okay, so let's bring back the bean train. So the plan of this one is empty cargo or full cargo or inactivity for 30 seconds. No, let's go full for 300 seconds, and this one's going to be like a empty cargo or and inactivity for 300 seconds. We shouldn't need that many beans. Okay, let's go get some stone. And then the bean train will do what it needs to do. I trust the bean train. I'm going to wear a little lapel thing that says, I trust the bean train. And people will be like, damn, that's a man who trusts a bean train. And I'll be like, yeah, that's who I am as a person. Also, I just love saying bean train. This is absolutely shot. Like, this is doing nothing anymore. Ever since charcoal was used for almost everything, it's like, no, there's no need for this to exist anymore. I've never really gotten rid of it, but we all know the truth. I don't think we need quite that much zombie eucalyptus, honestly speaking. does look like all of this is actually turned on for the first time ever since I started it, though, which is kind of funny. Okay, let's go back here. Go to bean and nut drop. Bean and nut drop. This just sounds like I'm trying to make some dodgy sexual euphemism, which I'm not. I'm dropping beans and nuts. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Okay, so. Probably want to be out this way. And we are just going to put the puffers on the line. So. Because of what it is, we do need to split it a little bit. Actually, no, we don't. Just ignore the second one. So if we go like this and have that one being the 1 and that one being the 2, that works just fine. Make acid gas? It does actually make some acid gas. That's interesting. And then this comes out, picks up the puffers. And then it also needs power. Surprise, surprise. Okay. So that's that done. Then we need to make the puffer gas. The little puffers can breathe. Except that's the wrong thing. And sure enough, we need more electronic circuits. Okay. Now the nutrient pulp, good news is we've got that sorted. That came on the bean and puffer train. I feel like we need this for other things as well. But if we do, we'll get there when we get there. Okay, and that's the nutrient pulp sorted. Okay, research is continuing along. Fine, I guess. I kind of expected nutrient pulp to exist. Oh my god. Okay, that was absolute foolishness. And the train is empty, so it's gone. Okay, goodbye train. Now I need a puffer gas. Artificial puffer atmosphere, is it called? It is. So sulfur dioxide gas, hydrogen? Yeah, sure, hydrogen. Hydrogen fluoride gas, which I already use to make stuff, so we'll bring that over. That's the easy one. In fact, we'll go this way. I'll have it coming through the side, which is kind of the way things make sense. Okay, that's the 1. That can be the 2. That can be the 3. Okay. Then we need to get the 1, the 2, which is oxygen. Now, oxygen is not a problem. We have a ton of oxygen. I breathe it, I eat it. Everything I do is to do with oxygen. Yep. I was going to say something there, but that was crass. And I decided, you know what? I'm better than that. Loyal viewers would say I'm not, but that's okay. I don't know how I feel about saying loyal viewers, implying if you're watching this for the first time, you are not a loyal viewer. Regular viewers is the correct phrase to use. It's all about those disloyal viewers. Nah, He-Man. Also, Skeletor's here, apparently. Don't know what he's doing here. I mean, no one really knows what Skeletor's doing anywhere. He just turns up And just goes, nah, He-Man. Okay, so that's going to make my artificial puffer atmosphere, which is super good to have. When it gets around to it, it'll make it. And then actually we should start getting some new puffers. Oh yeah, we might need... Oh, we need beans. Forgot about the beans. Thankfully, here's some beans I prepared earlier. What I want to do is probably separate these out. Let's do it this way. Pick up, drop, and then we'll have the beans come down. Yeah, that's good. Beans, please. I deserve some beans. I don't actually deserve beans, but I'm getting them anyway. Was that who I am as a person? I'm a bean person. Because I've been thinking about it. That's a dumb joke and I hate myself for it. Okay. Apparently we need one more thing. Alright, there are my beans. Okay. Ah. Yes! The fart boys live! Anyway, if you think that's bad now, wait until I have a lot more of these. I love this game. Oh, no, I got nothing to add on that. That's just perfection in a video game. All right. Oh, yeah, we get to hear that for the rest of the game now. You just, yeah, ever so slightly, just in the background. Just those really bad sound effects of farts. That is what we get. That is who we are. I have looked forward to the sound effect for so long, and we're back. All right, so that will give us some eggs, and it'll give me back my puffers. Now, the problem is I did not consider we don't want the puffers to go back to the hatchery. We want the puffers to go back to wherever the puffers go. We got a few problems, actually. Puffers need to go that way, that's fine. Output priority puffers. But not only puffers. So what we need to do is that, and then puffers that way. I think that's right. So I think it's gonna be split that way. But no, that's not right. Do it like, my God, what am I doing? Everything wrong is the correct answer. Okay, so only puffers will go that way. Everything else will come this way, and then we combine them again, and we're good. I would love some hot chocolate, please. Thank you. I'm getting hot chocolate. Yay. A celebration of fart boys. It's not. My wife's had to listen to this before, and boy was she like, rolling her eyes. Her eyes could not have rolled any further. Do you remember the fart sounds last time I was playing Factorio? Yeah, I'm back there again. Yep, there we go. That was an audible rolling of eyes sound. Okay, so some of them go up there, some of them do not. And we're back. Great. Now, we got some more puffers. We got a bunch of other stuff coming through as well. Things that aren't gaseous puffers. And that's great. We're going to want them later, but not now. So if anything is not a gaseous puffer, we're going to put in a warehouse for now. Not there. Maybe here. So can we do... Yeah. So these will go that way, and everything else, all other sorts of puffers will go into here for now. So hopefully, given a bit of time, that will we could probably even speed these up. Because faster puffers is always good. Didn't produce too many, just produced one egg, but that's okay. Hopefully, unless I've done it wrong. Like a 50-50 which way they go. And it's guaranteed they go that way, and then I get a new puffer that way. Okay, this may not be ideal. That's alright. We'll pick some stuff up. Was that a burning puffer? I don't know what it was. Anyway. So we 75% get a gaseous puffer egg. Hmm. I don't know. Okay, so now that we've got the gaseous puffers, now we need to be able to use them for something, which is going to be turning gaseous puffers into acid gas. And we need more puffer refrigerants, which we've got plenty of. So it's very similar. What we're going to do is probably out like that. I think these ones require a little bit more stuff. They do. So these ones will actually need to be separated. And possibly even, I want more of them. Okay, I'd be much happier when these actually start backing up, which they're not doing right now. Can we... God, the sound effect is so bad, and I love it so much because I am a child. Alright, so compressed air, we need that. Now, compressed air is actually kind of funny because you should have a lot of it. Oh, thank you. Okay, I thought it was coming. Okay. So we could build more air filters. But what do we actually need? We need more nutrient pulp. Which... Okay, well what do we definitely need? We definitely need more of the... Oh yeah, okay, sure. And then we've got to try and figure out how we're actually going to do this. Not really building up, that's the problem. See, that's the problem. There's a 50% chance they go the wrong way, and we really just want to have these going permanently. Because we're going to need lots of this. And it's making acid gas while this is happening, which is great. But we do need to... We really need to incentivize puffers going this way. Maybe, okay, here's the plan. Maybe we incentivize things to go this way. No, that's wrong. We incentivize things to go this way, and if it's full, then they'll come this way. And otherwise, if they're not the right sort of puffers, they'll come back out this way. That'll do the trick. Next problem. Probably want the eggs to go the other way. And we want the eggshells, not right now. Thank you. I'll keep an eye on it. I now have hot chocolate. Very exciting. Okay. That's never going to be completed with what we've done at the moment. Butchery, probably don't need that. Substations, sure, why not? How are we going for sulfur? Sulfur is non-existent, which is good. That's why we're doing all of this. And if we do something akin to this, should... Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, that's right. Okay, beans go under. Okay, good. But that should prioritize making a lot more puffers. We'll just take these puffers that we've got here. Oh. What? Okay. My puffers kind of stopped for a second, but that's okay. They'll be fixed now. And also, when we've done that, we probably also need to... Can we make the nutrient pulp just a little bit lower? Probably can. It's probably not a big deal. We put it here, then we can do that, that, that. Okay. Now the nutrient pulp's in there, need the puffer gas in there, which is actually also just as easy. Ah, yes. The melodious sound. In fact, I might even get rid of this. Because it's never going that far up anyway. Okay, so. And we can probably go further down than that as well. Hmm. What we do is we do this? Make it go across earlier. I'm just trying to get everything so it's nicely tileable for later. Okay. We don't do it that way, and then this acid gas coming lower. Because we've got the space, let's use it, right? Okay, so acid, oh gosh, somehow I killed power. When did I do that? Who knows? Meanwhile, we have 2 rancid puffers in there. Wonderful. Now we need to have the nutrient pulp come in. How is that going to come in? Who knows? Oh, that's way too far away. Nutrient pulp at the 3. And compressed air at the 1, I suppose. Compressed air shouldn't actually be too hard to get, aside from the fact that it looks like that's exactly where I'm putting acid gas through. Well, we did just recently get a lot of extra air filters. Why don't I just put the extra air filters down? Not doing anything with them. All they do is just put out air, which we can just use. I mean, it's the least complicated thing in the game. Just put out air. Then what? That's it. You've done it. Okay, and that. And we come out like that. Connected. Connected. So as long as these are all going, it'll all get, gosh, the sounds. Oh no, the sounds cannot be stopped. Worth sipping a hot chocolate for, I reckon. Okay, and then the acid gas will come out here from their melodious toots. Melodious Toot, by the way, sounds like an amazing Star Wars villain. Villain? Yeah, you know what, villain. I'll stick with villain. Villain seems the right place for that. Melodious Toots. So, pick up, drop. I mean, if Melodious Toots is not a villain, I don't want to be a part of Star Wars. I'm not a part of Star Wars, I'll be honest with you here, but, you know what I'm saying. Melodious Toots, he's a good guy. Darth Melodious Toots. I love him. Brass pipe's in the way. I mean, yeah. What were you expecting to happen? Not be in the way? And then finally we need to output. We have run out of inserters. So close. Okay. Melodious Toots continues his dark works. And very soon we will have a lot of acid gas. Wonderful. This is the sound you live for. Is it not? I don't know how to deal with the sound. I'm just going to live with it. So we are getting more and more types of puffers, which is exciting. And they are going to continue to come. They will never stop coming now. I'm just sort of finagling it just to get the best speed I can for the moment. God, I've lost all will to try and find what I'm looking for. Okay. And output priority is that way. Good. Okay, so when they are done farting about, if you'll pardon the expression, we will then be in a position where we're starting to make acid gas. Now, they're not going to make much, that's the problem. Well, 220 actually is not bad. But when we start really getting them through, we'll be able to... Actually, have we left enough room for this? Probably not. Nah, we haven't, have we? We've done the exact same mistake on the other side. Warehouse, you know, again, these things, they've done well for a time, but quite frankly, these ones aren't actually ever doing anything anyway. So we do still need that warehouse. I have apparently killed my power again. Stack inserter, I don't care. Okay, everything's going again? Good. And then we just want to make basically the same thing. Oh yeah, of course, it'd be going the reverse direction though. Oops. That's alright. Ah, Melodious Toots, you have returned. Okay, we're gonna break this one a little bit. They go on a ride. And that comes in like that. And then compressed air, of course, comes in like... Compressed air doesn't even work, does it? Well, it'll have to. Maybe this is where you actually do the large underground belt. And then that should probably do the trick. Oh, we're actually out of puffer machines. Electric circuits is what we lack. Are the puffers building up yet? I think they should be. Yeah, they're building up now. That's good. What did I just get distracted about? That's right, I built the blue thing. I hope that it would last, go far enough, and it did. Cool. And with that, we should be producing more acid gas than ever before. But we do need to actually get that sorted. Anyway, we are done for today. So today we have made gaseous puffers. That was the most recent thing. We made silicon. We had nuclear power running. That's still going pretty well, actually. I was worried about that. What else did we get done? We improved a couple of things incrementally, but that's nothing ever new. We made a new electrode facility, which still may not have enough electrodes in it. And I believe all of these should be running. They are not. Because we don't have enough crystal slurry. There's always a problem, isn't there? Ah, well. How much will these be producing? 4,600, huh? How much can these deal with? Wait. That's not the one that deals with it. What deals with it? These. There's no way these deal for 4,600. They do not. So we will be making a lot more acid gas. Because these just don't make it, do they? There's no way these ever actually got close to capacity. Anyway, so we're going to be sorting out this next time, and then I believe we make cobalt, and then we start making yellow sides, and then, ha 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 ha, then, sips dramatically, I will have the logistics chests that I can make the machines build all these things for me. And then I think we're good. Then I think we can rest easy and make the machines make themselves and just grey goo the planet. That's really the highlight. That's really where I've been working towards this whole game. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed today's stream, please give a follow on Twitch. If you have been watching on YouTube, hey, follow there as well. I mean, it works the same way. And you can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/SeiferKatt, much the same way you can find me at twitch.tv/SeiferKatt. If you don't know how to spell it, just look up. It's spelled the exact same way. You can see YouTube in all the videos I've done so far, so you can see how I've ended up in this ridiculous mess, especially this part. The earlier videos will cover that. God, this is an absolute disaster and I hate it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. There's no way of getting past the sound, is there? This is how I'm going to end the stream, just hearing that fart sound. Bye, everyone.